Okay, so that's good now. So the last slide, we are talking about how to make use of a loop. And we said that we use a loop to repeat one or more line of code in JavaScript. That if there's any time where there's a need for us to repeat a particular code several times, we can put that code inside what the loop. And we said that there are three types of loop we have. We say the first type is while loop. We also have a do while loop. We also have a for loop. And the last lab, we talk about the word, the while loop that used to repeat several words, information, several line of code. And from the example we implement on the while loop here now, we said that we want to use this particular while loop to be able to display numbers from 1 to 50. That's exactly why you use this one. And he said the number you want to display is what? Is a odd numbers. That's why he say well, we start our while loop counter from 1 and we say while loop go to start from 1 to what 50, and this instruction we have inside there is what we want to display in about more than what the we want to display it, we want to use this one to display the odd number. That's what this code does. So the same the while loop use is the same the word the next we are going to talk about today also what perform. Whatever task you perform with while loop, you can perform with other what loop. Good. So now let me put one more word comment here now, because we already have one comment here. So and I want to make some comment in this section now. Now I'm going to say the comment section here. This is for odd number, because remember that the comment we have here is for odd number, while the other comment here is not for odd number. So I don't want this code to display the odd number again. So I'm commenting this one out. And this document does write again. Do you get it now? So I'm still going to comment it one out now. So that is it. There's something I want us to do now. I want us to see how to use this particular one while loop to display the horizontal line several times. Do you get it now? So and to display the horizontal line in our wall, in our HTML code several line. So this is going to be what? Display okay, horizontal line. Horizontal line. That's what we want to use this code to display. So instead of using the H2 here now, we are not going to use H2. We use for horizontal line code. The code for horizontal line is called HR slash like this. That is it. So and I want this horizontal line to appear 10 times. That's why I put 10 here now. So this area is not comment. So I will now save this code. I will now preview the wall, the code for the loop again. So let me close other one we have here. Okay. So I can preview this code for loop here now, so that I can see the horizontal line. System is going to display what for us. The HTML is still trying to load it. Okay, our browser will soon open now. Okay, good. So when I click on while loop here now, okay, oh, that horizontal line is not, the code is not running. Okay, so let's check it why this while loop is not running again. So returning back to what? To the JavaScript here. Okay, I say counter is equal to 1. Why counter less than equal to 10? Okay, yes, I did not increase the value of counter here. So I must say counter is equal to counter plus what? 1. Do you get it now? So now already repeat the value of counter, so that counter can, because this one go to display the line once. But since if I want the line to display second time, I must add the one to the counter. Because when the counter is 1, that's why system is displaying the horizontal line for the first time. So for horizontal line to display second time again, I must add the 1 to the counter to make it 2. When counter is 2, the system will come back to this counter in the while loop here and check again whether it's less than 10 and see display horizontal line again. So let me now refresh this particular one page again here now. Okay, and after that again, I can now click on the while loop. Okay, still not displaying it again. So let me reload the code here now, the page. loop.js, live server. Okay, good. You can see now. These are the horizontal line we are talking about, and it appeared 10 times. So you know I can make horizontal line to be very big here now. I can add some attribute to it to make it big. I can say I want the color for horizontal line, color of it to be green. I'll say color equal what? Green, like this. Okay, that is the attribute. Color, okay, I'm not going to do it like this. I'll say color equal green. That's single quotation now. Color of horizontal line should be green. Okay, now you can see. So when I save this page and I refresh it, you will see the horizontal line is now green color now. If I want it to be what? To be more bigger than this size, I will now use another attribute for this horizontal line again. That attribute is going to be size now. Size, I'll say equal to, in single quote again, maybe I say 15. Do you get it now? So for bigger, so when I refresh this page again here now, you see the horizontal line is now become more bigger. You can see instead of display it once, we used to display horizontal line several times. Now, I want us to look at another loop today, which we call do while loop. Do while loop is also work like what? Like a for while loop again. Do you get it now? When you say do while loop is quite different from the word, from the while loop, but they perform the same condition. We can use do while loop to execute a statement for as long as the condition evaluate to true. Moment the condition is false, the do while loop will stop. And at the same time again, do while loop can execute at least once, even though if the condition evaluate to false. That means anytime condition is false, sometimes do while loop can still execute at least once. But one thing about do while loop is that just the same way the while loop work, do while loop also work like that. Do while loop continue to execute a statement until while condition is true. But the moment condition is false, do while loop will stop. Do you get it now? And that's why that a little difference between your do while loop and the while loop is simply because in the do while loop, the condition is not going to execute first. System is going to execute the statement first in the do while loop before it will test for a condition. But in the while loop, system is going to test a condition before it execute the statement. For example now, look at how the do while loop syntax appear and let's compare with the while loop. This is a do while loop here now. And look at the while loop. While loop is always behave like this. In the while loop, we are going to have something like this here. In while loop here now, there will be a condition now. Let me say while loop. Can you see? A condition is going to be tested here in the while loop. If condition here is true, system will now execute the statement here. But in the do while loop here now, which is what? Do while loop here now. In the do while loop, system is going to do what? Is going to execute the statement before it will test condition. You can see that condition is appear at the end of the at the do while loop. That's one of the major difference between the while loop and do while loop. Do you get it now? Sometimes it's like maybe somebody put the hand in the water before you know it is hot. That means that's an example of do while loop. But when somebody first tests a water, whether it is hot or not, before they put hand into it, that's when we say while loop. So if they are using do while loop too, this example is very simple. So let's see example how to use do while loop in our code too. I already have a loop here, and I have my loop for different type of the loop here now. So this is the function for do while loop we are going to use. We call it get do while. So I will now create this function in my JavaScript here now by have function get do while like this. Okay, good. So in my do while, I will still declare a variable like while loop again by say var maybe I say k now equal to 1. My counter is 1 now. and I want this code to perform the same task we perform with the what? While loop here now, to print the what? The horizontal rule again. While loop display horizontal rule, green color. So do while loop again, you can perform the same task. So in do while loop, I will now say do, that is going to be what? Document dot write. Okay, maybe this time around now, before that example, I want this system to display a particular name, God bless Nigeria, 5 times now. That's what I want to use the do while loop to do. I want do while loop to display this statement 5 times. I can now put the code like h2 tag now by say God bless Nigeria. Okay, and after that again, I will close a2 tag here and I end this one with semicolon. Then I can now increase my count by say k plus plus. K plus plus mean increase value of k by 1. You know k is 1 here now. So when I say k plus plus, it mean increase value of k by 1. Like I told you earlier before that word, k plus plus simply means something like the k equal k plus what? Plus 1 here. That's what it means. So after that again, I will now set up the while condition here by say while k less than equal to 5, because I say I want this code to execute 5 times. Don't forget semicolon at the end there. That is it here now. So this while loop, it means that what? I want system to print this message here 5 times, which is God bless Nigeria. If there's another statement I want to print again 5 times again, we'll see now. Let's first execute this one. Get do while loop here. So if I return back to what? To here again, and I click on get do while, can you see now? It print God bless Nigeria 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I want to display another message apart from God bless Nigeria again, so I can also use document or write on the second line again. Maybe I want to execute more than one message now. Document or write again. And this is going to be what? God bless our family now. Can see again. This is another one, another input message. It means this is going to print. Oh, let me now make this one to be A3, and this one going to be what? A3. A3 is the header that going to be very smaller than what? H2. So you can see again, do while again. Can you see now? A2 is bigger, A3 is smaller. So system execute the instruction. It means that whatever task you perform by your while loop, you can also perform the same thing with the what? With the while loop. Now, let us now what? Let us now display this odd number here. This is the code that display the horizontal number. Sorry, this is the code that display the horizontal number. Let's display the horizontal number again here using the word do while loop. And then I want to comment all this other code here now. Comment here, and then I'm change the color here to blue now. That means I want system to display horizontal line in blue color using what? Do while loop. So I can return back here and click on what? Can you see now? That means system display horizontal line 5 times. That is it. So that is what the do while loop does. The do while loop can perform whatever task you use your while loop to perform. Whether you want to print a number, you want to print a button, you want to design anything, do while loop does the same thing. Do you get it now? I can even use it for multiplication table too, but we'll come to what? To that again. Or let's look at that first. How do you do while loop for multiplication what? Table? Maybe I want to implement 2 times 1 to 12. Do you get it now? And this one can generate a multiplication table of 2 times automatically. So what I'm going to do now is I say display what? Multiplication yeah, multiplication table of 2 times. Okay, 2 times. That is what we want this one to do now. Okay, so now For us to do that one again, we are going to set this one to what? Maybe to 24. You get now? I want 2 times 1 to 24. So here now, I can now display the message. Let me comment this line here now. Okay, this code is being multiplication, display multiplication one table of 2 times to 24. Okay, so it will be 2 times 1 to 24 now. So here the code will be now. Okay, so code will be like this here now. This A3, I'll break it here. I'll now say times, okay, I'll now say plus plus 2, okay, plus 2. I'll say plus, okay, plus 2 now. Okay, I'll now say plus again. When I say plus 2, I want system to print 2. Do you get now? I'll say plus again 2 times asterisk. I want system to print times. Do you get now? Since you will print 2, it will print times. That's why I put them in quotation. Okay, I'll now say plus what? Plus k now. Now, the value of k, you know, is going to be changing gradually. When k is 1, you know, this is a loop now. When k is 1 here, it will be 2 times 1. When k is 2, it will be 2 times 2, and so on like that. After that, I'll now say plus again, equal sign. Do you get it now? That is it. And after equal sign, I'll now say, okay, say plus again, where the result is going to be now. Do you get it now? I will now open the bracket here and say k times, okay, I'll now say, okay, 2 times k like this. I'll say 2 times k now. That is it. And I will close this one bracket here. 2 times k. Then I will say plus again and this quotation. So this one means that one, since I'm going to print 2, since 2 is in quotation, it will print asterisk is in quotation. It will now print the value of k where k is 1, it will print 1. It will print equal. After that, it will now print 2 times 1. What is 2 times what? If k is 1, it will be 2 times 1. If k is 2, it will be 2 times 2. If k is 3, it will be 2 times 3. As long as the value of k keep changing from 1 to 24, it will keep printing it to 24. So when I say this place, this code there now, and I say do while here, can you see? So because I have system to print 2, to also print asterisk, and at the same time, the value of k is going to be 1 to 24. So as in printing, k is 1, it will print 1, k is 2, k is 3, and to continue to multiply the value of that k by what? By 2. That is how the loop is. You can see this simple line of this code automatically, because we put it in a loop, it starts displaying the multiplication table. Now, that is how the do while loop work. As you use do while loop to do this, we can use while loop to do it. But now let us now look at the last loop here, which we call for loop. For loop also perform the repetition of the code as long as condition of the test condition return true. Do you get it now? It allows the execution of a block of code as long as the test of evaluation of the test condition return true, just like a do while loop. But what makes a for loop to different is that for loop have a parameter, and this 3 parameter is also available in the do while loop and the while loop. But all the parameter of the for loop, they are specified on a single line at once. They are not on a different line. For example now, for loop have what we call initialize a variable, test condition, and the step value, which is the increment. The same parameter also available in the other type of the loop. If you look at our condition for this loop again here now, this one here is the initialize variable. When we say k is equal to 1, This is a test condition that I'm going to tell that it is true or not. If the condition in the for loop is true, system will execute a code block that follow your for loop, and after that one, system will now increase the counter by 1, just the same way we implement it for what? For the while and do while what? Loop again. Now, look at this example of the for loop here. They want system to print the value of k from 1 to 10. They now say for k is equal to 1 here now. That means the what? The initializing a counter variable. The condition now means k less than equal to 1, simply because we already initialize k by 1. That means k is now 1. Is 1 less than 10? Yes. System will come and print document.write k, which is 1 that's stored in the k. After that, system will now increase the value of k by 1 because we say k plus plus. So after increase k plus plus now, k become 2 because k is 1 now. Condition will jump to k less than 10 again and come and test again. It will come and test this condition. Is still k less than 10? Yes, it will print this statement. So it will continue to repeat this particular condition until k is no longer less than 10 again, and the code will stop. Let's see how to implement this k too with this example here too. I mean the for loop. So I'm returning to my code here. I can see function called get for. That's what I'm going to create again. So I can now come down here and say, well, function get for now here. Okay, I'll now start writing the code. So for loop now, say for, do you get it now? That is it. You know, we say bar k is equal to 1 here now. In this case, we now say k equal to what? 1 semicolon here. That's the first one. We now say k less than equal to 24. We can say k less than equal to what? 24. That's the condition again. You can now say what? K plus plus here now. Can you see again? That means the whole three condition, the whole three parameter is specified at once in K, instead of put on a different line while loop and do while loop. Now, I want system to also display multiplication table. I can now copy the code for multiplication table here. I put it down here now. Can you see now? But this time around now, I want multiplication table of what? Maybe 5 times. I change this 2 to 5, and I change this one to what? To 5 again. It will now be what? 5 times 1. Maybe I want it to what? To 12 instead of 24, or to 12, 20. I want 5 times 1 to 20 instead of 24 now. So it means that what? The code that is inside this for loop here will be keep repeating 20 times. So when I return back here again and now click on for loop, can you see again? That means you can use for loop, you can use do while loop, you can use while loop to perform the same task. And that is how this loop is. So if there's once you set up your loop that you want your computer program to print something or to execute a code 5 times, what you just need to do to come to here and say, well, 5 times, say k less than equal to what? To 5. That is it now. And secondly, what do you want system to what? To do? You specify the instruction of what you want system to do here, you specify it here. And after that one, system can now repeat that instruction 5 different times. Look at the analysis of how this one will work. For loop. If for loop is working, when you have something like this, say for loop here now, I say k equal to what? 1 like this, you have semicolon. You now say k less than equal to what? To 5 here now. Okay, you have semicolon again. You now say what? K plus and what? And plus again. You close it like this. So this semicolon now. So when you open your brace like this and you close the word, the brace here, the what you just say was say document dot write. What do you want to do now? You want system to write what? Hello. That means I want system to display this message hello 5 times like this. Do you get it now? So This is how this particular code work. Moment this particular loop start here, this is going to be the first thing system is going to implement. K equal to 1, very good. That means you store 1 in K. Once you store 1 in K, system will now jump to the second condition here now, which is K less than equal to what? To 5. And that is the step 2. When system implement K less than equal to what? To 5 as step 2 again, as long as the value in the K is what? Is 1, and this value is less than 5, which is true. Once this is true, do you get it now? Computer will now jump to what? To the step 3 from here. And this is step 3 here now. Step 3 is to execute the instruction that follow the step 2. Do you get it now? Instruction that follow step 2 is that what? The code that follow the for loop, system go to execute it because K is less than equal to what? 5 remain true. So after implement the step 3 again, system will now jump to the what? To the next step here, which is increment, and this become what? Step what? Step 4 here now. Do you get it now? After jump to step 4, once system increase this particular step 4, it will now come to what? To step 2 again to come and test the condition. Remember that the initial value of K is 1, and we say K less than equal to 5, which means 1 that store in K is less than 5, which make the condition to be true. System will now come to the step 3 to print hello. After print hello, the step 3 now move to step 4, that means K plus plus. That means system to increase the value of K by 1. Initial value of K is 1. When you add 1 to that 1, they become 2. System will now jump to the what? Step 2 again, since it already have a new value for what? For K. And the step 2 now mean K is 2. Is 2 less than 5? True again. It will jump to the step 3. From step 3 it will print hello second time. It will move to the step 4 to come and add the 1 to K again, and K become 3 again now. When K become 3, it will still jump to the step 2 to come and test the condition again that K is 3 now. Is 3 still less than 5? Yes. It will come to step 3 again. Print hello, increase to K, increase K to what? 4. It will still jump to step 2. Is 4 still less than 5? Yes. It will print 3. It will come to step 3 to execute it again and jump to step 4 again. Step 4 now, add 1 to K. K is now 5. Is 5 less than 5? No. Is 5 equal to 5? Yes. It is true. It will print hello again for the 5th time. It will still jump to step 4. Increase the K, which is 5 now, to what? By 1, making 6. It will jump to step 2 again. Is 6 less than 5? No. Is 6 equal to 5? No. That means system will now move to what? To the last step here, which is what? Step 6. And step 6 here is mean what? There is no code to execute again. That means the loop will stop. So this is how this particular one, the for loop work here to execute any instruction for as many times as well as possible. So when we are talking about what? The loop in JavaScript, the loop generally used to what? To display a particular set of code for as many times for as well as possible. Are you getting now? That is why it is very important to understand the concept of the what? Of the loop in what? In JavaScript. So that is exactly where we are going to what? To stop today. So but the next class tomorrow we will look at the word function. Do you get it now? But I want you to do one simple assignment for me. Look at all the loop you already will discuss here now. Do you get it now? So I want you to use this particular one. I want you to just try this one again. Write a program, okay, write a JavaScript code. Write a JavaScript code. Write a JavaScript code using for loop to display number from 1 to 50. That is what simple I want you to do. A JavaScript code I'm going to display a number from 1 to 50. Okay, that's one. And two, the This might be a little bit wrong. It's the same thing though. After that again, a JavaScript code that I'm going to display the current date, current date 10 times. Okay, now good. Let me see how I can get this one again. There's something we are going to pay for this. I wanted to find the research on what, how to write a JavaScript code to display, write JavaScript code to, okay, to display current date 10 times. That is it. Now, so using, okay, using any loop of your choice. I think that's better. Whether you can use while loop or do while loop. Okay, so that is the activity I wanted to look at today. So I think that's where we are going to stop now. Sorry that I will not be able to take it more than this for today. By the grace of God, tomorrow again. Okay, so call the one assignment on loop. Okay, and date is 16/08/2025. Okay, so that is all for now. So any question? Tomorrow, is it possible tomorrow? Just to review. Tomorrow, please. We'll look at it tomorrow. I will send a schedule tomorrow morning so that we'll know the time. Okay, so thank you so much. Yeah. Hello. Okay.